Tales from a Forgotten Realm, Number 9, Homecoming. Noah leapt over the edge of the ship onto the old wooden jetty with a thump. Mithril leapt down beside him, graceful as a cat. The journey had been short and savage, and he was happy to leave the pirates behind him. He looked at the small town before him, and memories flooded back. He had been sent here when he was young. He was the bastard son of an elven noble, and like so many bastards before him, he had been exiled. He had been given to the church and raised here in Fireshire by the Silver Stars, priests of Selûne. Here he had learned to love the Silver Lady of the Moon, and here he hoped he could find her once more. His steps felt heavy as he walked towards the small temple on the outskirts of the town. "I'll arrange a couple of rooms for us in the inn, Elf," Mithril said to him. He thought he saw worry on her face, although it was hard to tell with a dragonborn. He nodded and continued to walk towards the temple. He had left this place a cleric of Selûne, and now he returned as what? A broken man, he supposed. His powers had left him completely now. He hadn't told Mithril, of course. This was a very private shame. What good was a healer who could not heal? He was ashamed and worried what the priests would think of him, and before he knew it, he was standing in front of the heavy wooden doors of a temple. He took a deep breath to steady his nerves and pushed the doors open with a creak. The musky smell of incense and old books met him like an old friend at the entryway, beckoning him home. The temple was empty and dark. A few candles lit the room, dancing light over small shrines to the Silver Lady. He looked up above the altar and saw a pair of silver eyes, crested by stars, the symbol of the Moon Mother. They gleamed in the candlelight. He used to find them such a comfort, but now he felt judged, and again his shame found its way to the surface.
"I'm in the back,"
came a croaking old voice. He walked around the altar and under the eyes to a small wooden door, pushed it open and stepped inside. The room had not changed from his childhood. Books were piled on every surface. Fire roared in the hearth, a single leather chair facing the flames. Off to the side, at a small untidy desk, sat an ancient old man, with long silver hair and a bushy white beard. He peered over his shoulder at Noah.
"Ah, I see young Noah has returned home.
He squinted his beady eyes.
Come, child, come into the light. Let an old man see you."
Noah stepped forward into the light of the fire.
"Yes, I can see why you've come."
The old man grabbed an old, gnarled walking cane that was resting against the desk and started to attempt to rise to his feet. Noah quickly stepped forward to help him up. The cane thwacked him against his leg, and the old man shooed him away.
"I'm not dead yet, child. I can still walk."
"Master Ferris, I need your help. I've lost the lady, and I don't know how to get her back."
To catch the moon. May as well try to drink the sea while you're at it,"
the old man said, walking over towards the fireplace. "I've returned to study, Master. I learned of a lady when I was young, and I found her then. I'm hoping that maybe, through studying the tomes, I can find her again." Noah followed the man towards the warmth of the fire. The ancient man chuckled to himself.
"I've always enjoyed books, Noah. Books, in many ways, are like love. However, there is one important difference. Books take you to a different world and let you escape for a time. But that world is fantasy only. Love also takes you to a different world, and yes, it too lets you escape. But that world is truth.
smiled under his bushy beard and nodded to himself.
Yes, I've always enjoyed books, but I love.
Noah was confused. I'm not sure I follow, Master. The old man sat down in the big leather chair by the crackling fireplace.
The Silver Lady does not require your study, child. She requires your love, unfettered, unspoiled. You love her with your actions, so your actions must speak of love, not of hatred.
And at that, the old man let out a long sigh and started to close his eyes.
Now leave, child. You have your answers, and these old bones grow weary in the winter.
Noah bowed his head to the old man, turned and walked out into the snowy night. He had a lot to think about.